Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have a full day of eating keto while intermittent fasting. It is currently 8:49. We are well past our eating window and we're gonna make ourselves some food. I know usually I have my coffee, but I'm just not in a coffee mood today. Weird, I know, I just don't feel like it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and eat something. And we're not working out today. I know I usually work out every day that we meet up, but today is going to be a non-workout day. I hurt my back. I like pinched a nerve, so I've been like babying it, and it wasn't even like from working out. It was literally getting out of bed, and I like got up and I twisted, and that was it. Just that's how it works for me around here. But anyways, let's go ahead and figure out what we're gonna have. I don't know. I think I want to have a fried egg sandwich. I think I'm gonna do that with some 90-second bread. I seen it on the like episode of Law and Order. I guess it's like real big in New York. So I was like, man, I bet you I can do one of those. So let's do that. All right, 90-second bread is super duper easy. So I'm going to take 1 tablespoon, which is about, I think 14 or 15 grams of butter, and I'm going to melt that. And then once that's melted, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of almond flour, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch, and a pinch of salt. And I'm going to take 1 egg and mix it all together. I don't know who's out there this dog is growling at, but again, 1 tablespoon of melted butter, 3 tablespoons of almond flour, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, and 1 egg. Mix them up and you throw them in the microwave for, you got it, 90 seconds. Your mixture is gonna look something along these lines, and then you just into your microwave for 90 seconds, and then that's it. We got our 1 egg frying. I'm only doing 1 egg today because I don't know, that's what I wanted. I didn't add any like protein or anything, like any meat, but we're just gonna cook up this egg. And when the bread's done, I am actually going to fry it a little bit in the frying pan to get it nice and crispy, because all my friends suggest doing that. So I hear you guys, I hear your suggestions, and I try to implement as many as you guys give me. So yeah, I'm gonna fry this egg up, and then we are going to add in our 90-second bread. We're gonna cut it in half, and I'm gonna fry it on the frying pan as well. So here is the 90-second bread. Again, if you guys have those like Dollar Tree sandwich, you know, containers, those little plastic ones, you can make it in that and it will look like actual bread, but this is kind of more like a biscuit. And we're just frying this. Ooh, okay, I'm not mad at that. And then we got this side, so we're gonna get them nice and crispy, and then we'll assemble our sandwich. Ooh, I kind of broke the yolk a little bit, but I added 1 piece of cheese. This is just Chihuahua quesadilla cheese. So 1 ounce of that. And then I'm going to, can't do that one-handed. I'm going to go ahead and put these all on the plate, and then I'll be right back. All right. Gonna go through. I know this looks small, but this, oh, honey. Can you see? Yeah. All right, so I know this looks small, but this 90-second bread is like about 300 calories, and it's got that 1 tablespoon of butter in it, so it's pretty heavy. So that's what I'm gonna have, and I'm gonna eat up all that runny yolk. This is gonna be our first meal, and fried egg sandwich. All right, guys, I want to show you my Equip order, because actually Equip is having a great deal for Memorial Day weekend. So starting today, and I believe it's until Monday the 25th, you're gonna get 20% off of all your Equip orders plus free shipping. But I told you guys I've been kind of seeing what people suggest and stuff like that. So Nicole Burgess swears by this grass-fed beef liver. Beef liver is supposed to be really good for you in general, but this is supposed to help really with your metabolism and overall health and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure I picked that up, because she takes them all the time and swears by them, and if my girl says it's good, it's good. So I picked that up. You already know, joint support. This does have that MSM powder in it. I ended up canceling my order from Amazon because it's like so delayed. So I heard really great things about this, and I want to say Christy Davis also recommends this one too. So I took a lot of my friends' thoughts and opinions into consideration. So I picked this up just to help you girl out. Another apple cider vinegar because it's life. And actually, since Leo's been taking them, we are going through them quite quickly. And then we are opening up here at the end of the month, believe it or not. Chicago is going to phase 3, or state of Illinois is going to phase 3, which means that we can get in groups of 10 or less, which means that I can go and take the girls to see my parents and just go swimming. I don't really think we're not going to, I'm not taking the kids to the stores or anything like that, but just to go and see my mom and dad so they can go swimming and kind of enjoy their summer. But I got these for me and Leo just so we can boost our immunity, just to, you know, I don't know, be as prepared as we can, I guess. So anyways, it's never a bad thing. So I picked those up. And then these two other things I wanted to share between me and my dad. These are some microgreens, and this is the organic berry. So these are going to help you get your micronutrients in, okay? Which is really important too, especially if you don't eat a lot of veggies or anything like that. On keto, you know, people, that's a lot of the drawbacks that people find on keto, or they say about keto, is that people don't eat vegetables. So this is a good way to get in all of those. But what I really liked about these is they had let me see, I was looking at the macros and I was like, wow, this is really good. Less than 1 gram of sugar and 1 total carb for 1 scoop, okay? And 1 serving size is 1 scoop. But this is not like your typical berry or green where it just tastes like grass. This has a lot of berries, or yeah, berries in it. So it has alfalfa, wheatgrass. This is obviously not the greens, but this is what makes it green, or the berries. Organic barley grass, oatgrass, broccoli, cabbage, parsley, kale, spirulina. I don't know if I said that right. Dandelion and broccoli sprouts. And then which I think will give it like a sweet taste. They have antioxidant fruit and berry blend, which is pineapple juice, organic apple juice, which that apple will kind of overtake any of the bitterness from the green. Mackay berry, some other berries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, goji berries, raspberries, and cranberries. So so it helps with liver support, as absorption, digestion, and brain support. So yeah, I wanted to share this with my dad as well, just to kind of watch out for him. You know, my dad has had some issues, and he's missing a good chunk of his colon. So he had a perf bowel a few years ago, and it was quite a doozy on him. So he's really good though. My dad works out a lot and he's in really great shape, but he's always trying to be the best him. So I was like, you know, let's share these. So we're gonna go through that. And this is another thing that I wanted to share with him too. So this is some prime protein, and this is grass-fed beef isolate powder. And I was like, man, grass-fed. But then I heard, I think it was Erica from Time to Shrink, she said that this was so good, that it was like super chocolatey, and they say that it tastes like brownie batter. So I was like, hell yeah. But so it's made out of like the beef isolate and everything like that, and it's sweetened with stevia. But it says the macros are really good too. 110 calories, a half a gram of fat, 1 carb, less than 1, no sugar, which is really great for protein, and 25 grams of protein. So it's a good amount. And they said you can use to smoothies, beverages, add some baked goods and recipes. This would just be like a post-workout. This wouldn't be as a meal replacement for me. I have a meal replacement shake that I like. I've talked to you guys about that before. So, but I also see Nicole taking this, so I thought, hey, it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, right? But anyways, if you guys want to get your hands on some, I'll leave a link down below. Go ahead, save yourself some money, get some free shipping, and, you know, stock up on all your essential needs. Again, there's so much more information on each supplement and what it does on their website. But I just kind of was seeing what my girls take and what they suggest, because, you know, honestly, this community is so great and no one leads you really down the wrong way. So if they say it's good, it's good. So that's what I got. All right, so I'm feeling a little hungry. So I have about 2 ounces of this salami thing from this this stuff right here, the uncured antipasto. And then I have 2 ounces, 2 ounces of this Kobe Jack cheese from Costco, just the big brick, and I cut it up, and that's what I'm going to snack on. We're going to have a really good dinner tonight. We're going to do like a chicken, like eggplant with some red sauce and some pasta and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're going to have, but I just wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys. Guys, look what just came in the mail. So Chalk Zero, I told you guys, they had sent me these little like individuals. These are the peanut butter cups. Yes. My dad is going to be so excited. I got to hide these for my kids. My dad, I told him when they came in, I will give him one. So they have the milk chocolate, the dark chocolate. I have a discount code down below if you want to try some. Oh, white chocolate. These white chocolate were everything. And then the syrups. I love the syrups. Caramel is bomb. And I like these ones now have a new lid. So they're like a flip top lid instead of the twisty one. Because I felt like the twisty one was always getting like hardened from the syrup. Maple, what you need. Oh, strawberry. So we can do like strawberry sundaes. Yes, Rebel ice cream. And chocolate. We're going to have a Sunday night, I think, this weekend. Yes, I love these guys. These are so good. White chocolate. Should we try one of these? I don't know. Which one? Oh, and they also sent me a mini waffle maker. Maybe we'll do some chaffles. I know y'all love some chaffles. Maybe we'll do some on the next video. If you guys want to see a chaffle recipe, let me know. Oh, maybe we could do the strawberry shortcake ones with the strawberry syrup. Okay, maybe we'll do that with some fresh strawberries. That'll sound good. But yes, we're gonna have a white chocolate one because we deserved it. So it's 1 carb for 1 cup. Let's open this bad boy up. So it comes in these little individual wrappers, which is cool because I need someone to control me. And here are what they look like. They're bigger than a mini, but not as big as a full-size Reese's cup. White chocolate covered peanut butter. Can't go wrong with that. Man, these are really good. Go ahead and get yourself some. I'll leave a discount code down below. Their chocolate chips are really good too. All their chocolate is really, really good. But I love Chalk Zero. I cannot wait for these Sunday nights we're going to be having. It's going to be so good. But anyways, I'm going to snack on this and then we're going to start preparing dinner shortly. Alright, so this was really freaking good. Now I want to try one of these white peppermint chocolate. They sent me the peppermint chocolate chips in the winter. Oh, these are the squares. See, so they have like the little squares. And these taste like, to me, like mint meltaways, and I love mint meltaways. All right, so we're going to start. We're not going to start actually making it, but we're going to start on the eggplant first. So I actually went to the grocery store the other day. It was an experience. I wore my mask, all the things, but nonetheless, they had eggplant on sale, and I felt like we haven't had eggplant here in a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take these and slice them, you know, just into slices, and we're going to lay them out on paper towels and sprinkle them with some pink Himalayan salt just to help release some of the fluid from them, because if you don't do this, it makes them real rubbery. And we're going to actually just air fry them so they get a little crispy, and we're going to do it with some chicken and some mozzarella. It's going to be really good. I'm really excited for tonight's dinner. Luckily these things are starting to get a little soft here, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and slice them and then just sprinkle them, and then we're going to lay them out on some paper towels so the paper towel could absorb the moisture. But they're really, really good and really good for you. They do have, you know, some carbs in them, so be mindful of that, but they're really, really yummy. So let's do that and I'll be back. All right, so I have my cutting board, and then right here is my paper towel. These were cleaned when I brought them home, yes. So I just go through and I cut them into slices. I wasn't really, I couldn't say I wasn't a fan of eggplant, but I was never one to try stuff like that. I don't know if we're gonna need both of these. I think we're only gonna use one actually. Yeah, we'll probably only use one. We'll save the other one and maybe we'll do refried beans. If you guys have never seen the eggplant refried beans, let me know. Leo loves those. But yeah, so we're gonna cut them just because you don't need that much. So we just cut them in like discs, okay? And then I lay them out on the, I go through and I'm gonna lay them out on the paper towel. Lay everything out on the paper towel here. And you can see already they're letting go of some moisture. Hold on, Mama, let me finish this. Here's the ring light that Leo never put up that we bought. I'm gonna take some pink Himalayan salt. This is just some pink Himalayan salt. And then we're going to just sprinkle the salt all on the top. That's gonna help, again, pull the moisture. So don't worry about it like being too salty. I've been really enjoying pink Himalayan salt lately. I'm gonna get that Redmond's, I think, real salt too. I seen that at the grocery store the other day and I was gonna buy it. So we just have them on this paper towel and we're gonna let them sit probably about, we have the time today, so probably about an hour. But there you go. We've got our eggplant going. And you could already see like right here, like where the wet spot is, that's just from already just cutting into it. They have a lot of moisture in them. So, all right, we'll let these sit, and then probably in about a half an hour we'll flip them and then salt the other side. All right, I don't know if you guys can see this, but here is all the water that kind of comes out of these. You can see it's all, so that's a little trick there to get your, you could see it even like just rolls off. So it won't be rubbery. But we're just gonna flip these one more time and put more salt, and then we're gonna start on our we're gonna start on our chicken. All right, so right here I have, I think it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I had 4 chicken breasts, and these were the individually sealed ones from Costco, and I just obviously sliced them in half. If you had a meat cleaver and you wanted to kind of pound them out to make them a little bit thinner, you can do that, but I'm okay with this thickness. What I'm going to do is I'm going to season these. If you guys just wanted to do plain old like Italian seasoning, you could. I'm just doing mine this way because I don't have any more Italian seasoning. I'm gonna do some black pepper, some basil, oregano, garlic, and some pink Himalayan salt. And I'm just gonna give them a nice coating. I'm gonna put them all out on this cutting board, give them a nice coating on here, and then we're gonna air fry these bad boys. So yeah, let's give them a nice little coating, and we'll be right back. All right, so here is our chicken breast, nice and seasoned. Again, oregano, basil, garlic, and black pepper. Season how you like, because that's your business. You guys see that lady on TikTok, or is that just me? But yeah, anyways, into our air fryer, I do have the whatever this thing is, sprayed with some non-cooked spray, and I'm going to put them in on seasoned side down, and I'm going to re-season, and then I think I could do like 2 chicken breasts in here at a time, and I'm gonna cook them for about 20 minutes each. All right, I was gonna air fry the eggplant, but I feel like it's gonna take too long. So I went ahead and preheated my oven at 400 degrees, and I'm just going to bake them on a cookie sheet. This is just a regular sheet. And first, before I put them over there, I'm going to just dab off the excess oil, because you can see even more, or like not oil, like fluid, water that came off. So just gonna go through and make sure I get all that off, and then I'm gonna put them over on my cooking sheet with, I'm gonna spray this with some non-stick spray so they don't stick. And yeah, so let me do that, and then I'll show you when it's all on here. All right, so here is the eggplant. I'm just going to season them with a little bit of garlic and black pepper, and I'm gonna put them in the oven until they're gonna shrink, and then until they get kind of cooked up. They're gonna be really good. So shouldn't take too long, maybe 15 minutes or so, not too much. They cook rather quickly. But yeah, so we go ahead and season these and into the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. I also have a pot of water coming to a boil on the stovetop. This is not for me, this is for the family, but just in case, you know, you make some things that are not keto for your family to eat with your keto friendly stuff, I'm gonna make them some rotini pasta to go along with it. I'm gonna have the healthy noodles, but they're gonna have these. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook these up for them. But yeah, so it's coming together. It's gonna be a real hearty, like almost Sunday dinner vibe. These are the noodles I'm going to have. You can have whatever keto-friendly noodles or low-carb noodles you guys like. These are the ones I prefer. I get mine at Costco. They are found in the refrigerated section, like where the cold cuts are and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to use. We are going to use some Rayos because this is pretty much the most keto friendly. Still be careful with this because it is pretty heavy in carbs, so I do weigh mine out. And then we're also going to use a little bit of this here shredded mozzarella to kind of bring the whole meal together. I hope you guys are kind of seeing the big picture here. It's going to be so good. Hopefully, in my head it sounded really good. Hopefully it comes out really good. Alright, so here are the eggplant. The thinner ones you can see, they started to kind of curl, but what you really want is for them to be soft. You don't want them like, this one back here is already breaking up. Like, you can see how this one like kind of pulls apart already. You just want them soft enough to where you can kind of break them apart with your fork when you bite into them, you know? So, yeah, this round is finished. I'm going to cook up a couple more of the other pieces, but it took about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes on my oven at least. So that's it. And then the first batch of chicken is pretty much done. So we're just going to keep this party going. Pasta's almost done for the family. Looking real good. Real good. All right, so here are those noodles. I just put them in a strainer and I dumped them out of this bag because they kind of sit in this water. And I dumped them out and then just rinsed them really good. And I kind of let them just sit right here. So that's good. Their pasta is already off and ready to go. I got the next batch of eggplant going. We are halfway through with our second batch of chicken. I'm gonna throw this into a saucepan and get that heated up. But yeah, this is actually really easy, guys. It's gonna look like one of those like all-day meals. It's super easy, but it's gonna be really good. God, I hope it's really good because like I said, I'm so excited. Like, it's one of those things where you've been thinking about, like that egg sandwich I thought about since yesterday, and I feel like I seen this on a movie too, and I was like, that looks good. So yeah, I'm gonna toss this in a saucepan. I get these from Costco for 2 packets, 10 bucks, and it's worth it because if you buy just like one big one like this from like Whole Foods or something, or Jewel or wherever you guys go, they're like $8 to $10 just for one. All right, so this is how I'm kind of compiling these eggplant chicken bake things that we're doing. So I just took a chicken breast. I already have these weighed out. I have 6 ounces of chicken breast, 2 ounces of eggplant, and then this is, I gave myself 60 grams of the shredded mozzarella. I just put half of it on the chicken, and then I'm gonna top the other half on top of my pasta. But, so let me show you how I kind of did it. We're gonna set these to broil so everything gets real crispy and bubbly. I'm just gonna take one of these here chicken breasts. I'm gonna drop it on my cooking sheet. I'm gonna come over here and grab a couple of these eggplants, slices, and then just kind of lay them on top. And then we're gonna take the fresh mozzarella. It's not fresh, I don't know what I'm talking about, the shredded mozzarella. And then we're just gonna kind of put it on here, and I'm gonna throw this in the oven on broil on low. And then this will go on top of a bed of pasta and served with some red sauce. It's kind of how I got it figured out. So let me finish getting these assembled and we'll be back. Okay, so what I do for the noodles is, I told you I wash them, I strain them, I'm gonna drop them in my pan, and I just warm them up that way. You could eat them cold, but that kind of makes me want to gag a little bit. I think that sounds gross. And I also use the same spoon because we save on dishes around here. And I just spread them out. That's it. And then let some of the excess fluid cook off. And I'm going to toss the chicken into the broiler. It's only going to take maybe 5 or 6 minutes, so that's why I started the noodles first. But it's coming along. 2 pieces of chicken. I will not put eggplant on because it'll be for Becky and Sophie, and they're not going to eat the eggplant. I'm not even going to try it. I already know. But we will have that for leftovers for tomorrow, so that's a win in my book. And Brea loves it with red sauce and cheese. Like, she lives for eggplant. So, and you can hear these are already cooking up. So let's get this stuff, the show on the road. All right, so here is my big old plate. That is about 2.5 ounces of the Rouse pasta sauce, 60 grams of shredded mozzarella, 6 grams of chicken breast, and 6 ounces of chicken breast and 2 ounces of the eggplant, and then a pack of the healthy noodles. And that, my friends, is dinner. The kids are already eating theirs. What do you think, guys? It's good? Would you recommend to our friends? Rhea, you love the eggplant, right? It's really good for you too, so. Just like Nona makes, but we don't have a Nona because we're not Italian, but you know what I mean. Something you would see at a restaurant. You could have probably let the cheese get a little bit more crispy if you wanted, but looks real good. Wish I can get like a better view here. Can you guys see? There you go. All right, I'll be back with my macros after I eat. All right, my friends, let's go over the macros. So I have one carb left. 19 out of 20 net carbs with a grand total of 42 carbs, 23 grams of fiber, 99 grams of fat, 123 grams of protein, 1545 out of calories, which is good. Definitely trying to stay below like between 1550 and 1600 since I'm not working out right now until my back gets a little bit better. Struggling. I did a little too, anyways, I'm sorry, people just say I talk too much. So going through the 90-second bread, which I told you guys how to make, was the egg sandwich with the cheese. And then I had the Kobe Jack cheese with that meat. And then the chicken, so remember it was 6 ounces, 30 or 60 grams of the mozzarella. Oh dang it, I had 3 ounces, I only had 2. So let's adjust that. We probably actually have more. That 2? Yep. 2.5 ounces of Rao's, and then 2 servings, which is the whole bag of that bag of healthy noodles. And then these little tasty morsels. The kids found them and they have tore these bad boys up. Oh yeah, look, these are gone. So much for Leo trying them. They ate all the white ones. But they're delicious. So if you guys want to get your hands on some, I'll leave a link down below. Also, if you guys wanted to try out any of the Quip stuff, don't forget they're having that Memorial Day sale. I'll leave a link and I'll discount code and all that stuff down below. But yeah, so I had the white chocolate peppermint and then just the white chocolate peanut butter cup. I'm glad I got one. So that's it, we're done. And then I'll start my fast in a little bit. So around, it's 3 o'clock right now. All right, my friends, I know it's early and I get that a lot. People are like, oh, I'm not even home by that time or this and that. That's okay. You don't have to eat the same hours I eat. You can really manipulate your fasting schedule to be personalized to your own life. You know, a lot of people work nights, some people work second shifts, whatever it is, work it around you. This works for me because then I could clean up my kitchen. I can kind of be done for the night, do whatever I have to do in the later afternoon. And then I get up early. I get up really early in the morning. I'm usually up between like 5 and 6. So I'm able to have a nice cup of coffee. This morning I didn't have any, but I'm able to have a cup of coffee nice and early while it's quiet and the kids are still sleeping. That's the stuff I live for. So again, I fast for when it works for me. So I'll start fasting at 3 o'clock. Then I could have my coffee tomorrow nice and early. Let's see. So I use, again, I always say this, I use the Zero app and I use Carb Manager. All right, so I'll be able to have my coffee at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is perfection. So yeah, all right, so hopefully you guys found some dinner inspiration, some ideas for you and your family, maybe something a little bit different. I kind of was getting a little pooped out of like hamburgers and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's why I was like, let's just do something like, I felt like for some good home cooking. And then I got some like, I've been watching some TV lately because my back's been bothering me. And I've gotten some ideas from TV and I was able to kind of just manipulate them and make them keto, low carb friendly. She lost another tooth, just so you know. But all right, guys, if you're new here, hi, how are you? My name's Danielle. Stick around, subscribe. It's a good place to be. We real friends. And that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, friends.